James Altucher, Skip the Line, the 10,000 Experiments Rule and other surprising advice for reaching your goals. Welcome to the mobile book summary of A Skip the Line, the 10,000 Experiments Rule and other surprising advice for reaching your goals by James Altucher. This insightful read challenges the conventional 10,000 hours rule and introduces a transformative approach to mastering skills and achieving goals quickly. Through the 10,000 Experiments Rule and other practical strategies, you will learn how to get good at something in a short amount of time. Dive into the world of experimentation and discover how relentless innovation can lead to exponential growth in your career and personal life. This summary will provide you with a fascinating look at borrowing hours, finding your purpose, generating ideas, and overcoming fears. Learn from real-life examples that illuminate how each concept can be applied to everyday situations.
Mastery through experimentation. The concept of deliberate practice popularized by Malcolm Gladwell states that it takes 10,000 hours to become the best at a skill. But what if you don't have that kind of time? James Altucher provides an alternative with his 10,000 experiments rule. Altucher shares his own success story of starting from scratch and quickly becoming a professional investor by getting better at something every day. He advocates finding what you love and experimenting rapidly until you reach success. This summary explores his method and breaks it down into actionable steps. Experiment and learn. The story of Dick Fosbury and James Altucher illuminates the idea of experimenting quickly and frequently to improve knowledge, skills, and career. Fosbury's backward high jump not only won him the gold medal at the 1968 Olympics but also changed the sport forever. Altucher used the experimentation technique in his stand-up comedy to achieve success quickly. The key takeaway is to perform lots of experiments to learn and hone skills faster. Borrowing hours, the secret to learning fast. Have you ever wondered how some people excel in a new field so quickly? Borrowing hours, as James Altucher calls it in his book, can help you acquire skills faster. He explains that borrowing skills from one field and applying them to another can lead to rapid growth. As seen in the case of Pelé, when he joined Santos FC, he had just started playing soccer seriously. However, he had played futsal, which helped him think and play fast, making his transition to soccer more effortless. Similarly, if you have learned a second language, you might find it easier to learn another. The key to skipping the line and learning fast is being open to new experiences without being preoccupied with the outcome. Idea muscle, exercise to create opportunities. From being broke and in depression, James Altucher used a technique of generating new ideas every day, which helped him create new career possibilities. He called this technique idea calculus, which involves 6 methods: idea addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, subsets, and sex. Generating new ideas on a daily basis, he exercised his idea muscle and turned his ideas into opportunities. This resulted in his recovery and his ability to get his career back on track. Altucher believes that anyone can exercise their idea muscle and tap into their creative flow by trying these techniques. Innovating does not always mean creating something new, but it can mean building upon or subtracting existing ideas to create something unique. Navigating ideas for success. Ideas are abundant, but success requires pruning them to pick the most viable ones. In James Altucher's book, he proposes the conspiracy number model as a means of selecting the best ideas to pursue. Do you ever feel like you're bursting with amazing thoughts and ideas, but struggle to turn them into anything tangible? James Altucher knows the feeling all too well. He's coined the term apt experimenter, which describes someone with a vast array of ideas but requires discernment to determine which ones to pursue. In his book, Altucher suggests that having too many ideas can be detrimental to progress. The key is to analyze and prune the ideas until one is left with the most viable alternatives. He calls this process the conspiracy number model. The conspiracy number is the number of factors that must align to make an idea come to fruition. For example, writing a book might require the author to write it, an agent to like it, a publisher to publish it, bookstores to display it, and for people to buy it. Altucher proposes that by analyzing the conspiracy number of each idea, you can determine which one is likelier to succeed. By breaking down an idea into its different possibilities, the conspiracy number of each option can be analyzed. This process also helps identify risks, prioritize, and focus on ideas that have the most advantages while avoiding those with the most drawbacks. By focusing on the idea with the lowest conspiracy number, the chances of success increase. In conclusion, having numerous ideas is a great thing, but what matters is how we navigate them. The conspiracy number model serves as a great tool for selecting the most feasible ideas, helping individuals achieve their desired success. Finding your purpose. Matt Berry, a former Hollywood screenwriter, discovered his passion for fantasy sports and turned it into a successful career after quitting his job. The key message is that to become successful, you need to find your purpose. Danica Patrick, the highest-ranking female race car driver, offers tips on how to find your purpose, including asking yourself how you would structure your ideal day and analyzing the photos on your phone to find clues. Once you discover your purpose, find a community of people who share the same passion, learn from them, find a mentor, and immerse yourself in the technicalities of that purpose. Finally, stop thinking and start doing. Mastering the spoke and will technique. In Choose Yourself by James Altucher, the spoke and will method is introduced, which involves monetizing skills through diversifying income streams. Amazon is a prime example of this, as it created Amazon Web Services and the Amazon Sellers Program to monetize its logistics and shipping infrastructure. The wheel represents the core concept of a business idea, while the spokes are all the different ways to make money from it. By investing in multiple spokes, individuals can increase their net worth and avoid reliance on a single income source. For instance, organizational guru Marie Kondo's KonMari method is the wheel of her business, with spokes that include her best-selling book, Netflix show, merchandise, online courses, and public speaking. The spoke and will technique is a great way to squeeze as much value from one idea as possible and diversify income streams. By writing down all potential spokes that can emanate from a business idea, individuals can discover multiple opportunities to experiment with. Fear as a catalyst. James Altucher's self-help book showcases how one can use their fears to fuel innovative thinking and growth. James Altucher's autobiographical book tells his experience as a writer who chose a different path because of his fears. At 26 years old, Altucher felt like a total failure because he was too afraid to start as a writer. Despite having a degree in computer science, he ended up working in HBO as a software developer where he experienced a lot of difficulties. However, Altucher's fear became a turning point as he learned to use his doubts as a springboard for success. When faced with a challenge, he asks himself if this is an opportunity for something new. It is through this mindset that he built HBO's website from scratch in only 48 hours instead of just fixing it. Altucher's fear and doubts have now become a tool for innovation for him. He believes that innovation happens when you push boundaries, even when you're scared. By using fear to create growth, one opens up a world of opportunities and chances to do something that nobody has done before. The book teaches readers to understand that incorporating fear into decision-making and actions is not something to be avoided, but something to be welcomed. Fear should be used as a catalyst for growth by asking questions that lead to new opportunities. Altucher's self-help book empowers readers to change their mindset and embrace their fears for future success.
In conclusion, Skip the Line offers compelling strategies to expedite your journey towards achieving your goals. By embracing the 10,000 experiments rule, borrowing hours, generating ideas, and finding your purpose, you will be able to attain success at a rapid rate. It is time to let go of the outdated 10,000 hours rule and take a more innovative approach that encourages growth, boldness, and discovery. Use the lessons from James Altucher to overcome your fears and seize opportunities, leading you into a world full of untapped potential. Remember, success doesn't need to be a slow process. It can be achievable at record speed with determination, ingenuity, and a willingness to experiment.